The Awakening of the Chosen. Welcome everyone to the channel, The Awakening of the Chosen. I'm Gabriel, and today you are exactly where you're meant to be. You, the chosen one, who feels the energy pulsating within and knows that something grand is waiting to be awakened. Your moment has arrived. In the next few minutes, we will dive together into first steps in energy control, uncovering practical techniques that will not only unlock doors to your unique potential, but also transform the way you feel, perceive, and master the energetic flow around you. If you're seeking to discover the hidden power that already resides within you, this video is more than a lesson. It's an invitation to action. Stay with me until the end, because today, you won't just learn to control your energy. You'll take the first step towards something that can forever change your purpose and impact on the world. An fascinating idea that goes beyond our physical comprehension and binds us to something bigger and incomprehensible is inner energy. There is a strong force inside us that permeates every part of our life while being unseen to the unobservant eye. The essence that keeps us alive and energized is this energy, which is hotly contested in esoteric traditions. I previously looked into ancient disciplines like Qigong and Hermeticism in an attempt to better comprehend this energy. The capacity to access this potent energy and learn how to utilize it in a constructive and aware manner is what makes these teachings so magical. It may seem complicated at first, but with commitment and an open mind, the journey turns out to be full of exciting surprises. Recognizing this essential energy as a part of who we are, a delicate web that entwines mind, body, and spirit, is the first step. As I study these concepts, I find that the notion of prana, or qi, which has been discussed by philosophers and sages for millennia, strikes a profound chord. Vital energy is the thread that binds us to the cosmos and our own being. It is much more than a mysterious realm or an impersonal idea. Realizing this fact marks a sea change in many people's spiritual development. True change, in my opinion, starts when we realize that we have the power to influence this ethereal energy, changing its strength and direction with our goals and thoughts. In his writings, Franz Bardon teaches us how to work with this essential power and emphasizes the significance of coordinating our aspirations with the universe's natural flow. Many refer to this capacity to synchronize with universal energy as practical magic, a science that unlocks countless opportunities. Thinking about this manipulating ability makes it clear that it involves much more than just theoretical knowledge. Our thoughts, feelings, and deeds serve as tools to direct and mold this energy in our daily lives, making it a daily exercise of awareness. Eliphas Levi highlights the idea that this energy is similar to a magnetic fluid, which may be amplified or redirected with concentrated effort. I am always curious and want to learn more about the possibilities of this inner energy as a result of this vision. The simplicity and profundity of this idea often astound me. Purposefully directing vital energy gives us the ability to create our own worlds. The notion that we have direct control over our fate by manipulating our inner energy is a powerful and very responsible one. After all, when we take charge, we become aware pilots of our own fate, rather than just passengers on the trip of life. Cultivating this energy turns into a necessary habit that leads to better mental clarity, emotional stability, and physical wellness. For instance, Qigong is a technique that combines breathing, movement, and meditation with the goal of balancing the body's energy flow. My meditation sessions and deliberate breathing exercises turn into a routine that helps me cultivate this life force and fortifies the connection between my inner self and the outside world. When we integrate these practices into our everyday routine, it's amazing how they gradually change us, making us more calm, balanced, and focused. We are inspired and encouraged by this personal revelation that we can awaken and harness our inner energy, which serves as a reminder of the potential that every one of us has. It's important to celebrate each little victory along the way and to be patient and nice to yourself. Realizing that every step we take on the energy exploration road brings us closer to a deeper awakening, reviving our feeling of purpose and interconnectedness with the cosmos. We are encouraged to rekindle the latent power inside ourselves as we travel this route, using it to light our own and maybe others' paths. Adopting an attitude of openness and curiosity to investigate the unknown is crucial as we go down this journey. Like a tailwind, this feeling of discovery pushes us to go further and challenge preconceived notions and narratives about our identities. And have you ever stopped to wonder why, despite all your achievements, it feels like something essential is still missing? My name is Gabriel, and I've helped countless people like you discover the true spiritual power that resides within them. And today, I want to help you. If you feel like life is passing by while something important remains out of place, maybe it's time for an awakening. My audiobook, The Path of the Chosen, was created precisely for those who have reached this point. In this audiobook, I guide you to feel that enthusiasm for living in alignment with what truly matters, knowing that every step has meaning. Together, we'll transform your fears, traumas, and frustrations into powerful strengths that propel you to a new level of growth. Leave behind the feeling of spiritual isolation and find the peace of a true, constant connection with a greater energy that has always been by your side. Instead of fighting against what you feel, you'll learn to find purpose, serenity, and self-discovery to fill your inner world. This could be the beginning of a fuller, more meaningful life. I've seen it happen for so many others, and now it's your turn. Don't let this opportunity slip by. Click on the link pinned in the first comment and begin this journey with The Path of the Chosen. This is your chance to fill what's missing and finally live the life you deserve. I'll be waiting for you there. Potential. Inner energy is a dynamic flow that changes and adapts as we dig deeper into our spiritual practice and personal insight. Because it helps us see how closely we are linked to the natural world and the universe, this flexibility enables us to live with more awareness and purpose. It's incredible to see how having access to and control over our inner energy may eventually result in life experiences that are completely different. We find that we can do things we thought were impossible when we give ourselves permission to experience this profound connection with life force. Relationships, emotional stability, and even physical health all show gains. We hear stories of individuals who find a new feeling of inner peace, respite from everyday stress, and a revitalized pleasure in life as a result of this self-discovery activity. Learning the skills of patience and trust is a necessary part of this journey. Consistent practice and genuine purpose are effective tools that ultimately lead to mastery of inner energy, even if results may not always be seen right away. As we go, we could run against internal and external obstacles and barriers that test our determination. Every obstacle, nevertheless, is a chance to strengthen our resolve and get closer to our actual mission. In a sense, these challenging times serve as our finest instructors, expanding our knowledge and wisdom and revealing fresh viewpoints. Therefore, mastering vital energy becomes a talent that benefits the community around us, rather than just being a means of achieving personal success. We have a beneficial impact on others we contact with when we attain a condition of balance and inner peace. Others may be moved to go off on their own inner journeys by the resonance of our intents and vibrations. I really feel that we will get closer to a society where compassion and understanding amongst people are the norm the more individuals become conscious of their inner energy. It's intriguing to consider how our pursuit of inner energy management ties us to long-standing customs and behaviors that have been carried down through the generations. By applying these lessons to our contemporary life, we find methods to modify them to fit our unique requirements and difficulties, which makes this practice ageless and always relevant. Because of this historical continuity, we are reminded that we are not alone in our journey for truth and enlightenment. Millions of others have already followed similar roads before us. As I wrap off my contemplation, I understand how crucial it is to maintain your heart and mind open to ongoing change. We get closer to the intrinsic knowledge and ancestral wisdom that every one of us has when each experience and perception becomes a piece of the bigger jigsaw. It is a privilege to accompany you on this trip, which explores the inner being's secrets and marvels in pursuit of a more elevated level of awareness and presence in the world. We are given a fresh perspective on what it is to be human by this ongoing investigation of our inner selves. It offers us a way to serve others and contribute to the well-being of society, in addition to a road to self-discovery. Every realization and habit we adopt into our daily lives has an effect that extends beyond ourselves, favorably affecting those in our immediate vicinity and fostering a more peaceful and well-balanced atmosphere. In truth, we start to see life as a complex web of potential and possibilities when we intentionally connect with our inner energy. We start to notice the nuances of the energies around us and the chances for development and learning that present themselves every second. By realizing that every obstacle in life contains a crucial lesson that deepens our knowledge and fortifies our spiritual core, this perspective enables us to face life's ups and downs with more grace and fortitude. We experience a profound feeling of calm and happiness when we adopt this inner energy-centered strategy. We learn that genuine pleasure comes from embracing our basic connection to the cosmos and accepting ourselves as we are, rather than from material belongings or outward accomplishments. We are able to live more truly and meaningfully as a result of this awareness, which releases us from many contemporary stresses and concerns. Therefore, as we go, it becomes evident that the goal is to integrate everything in a manner that enhances our everyday lives, rather than only learning new skills or gaining spiritual knowledge. Knowing that we are always co-creating with the universe means living each moment with purpose, presence, and unconditional love. The knowledge that we are all a part of a larger whole, intertwined in an endless dance of energy and awareness, is at the heart of this wisdom. Lastly, I ask that every one of you think of this trip as a personal call to awaken. We can change our own lives and sow the seeds of change in the world around us by connecting with and molding our inner energy. The hidden, unnamed force that dwells inside us is validated by this path of immense beauty and boundless possibility. May we all continue to discover, develop, and learn from one another as we go on, motivated by the enigma and grandeur of who we are. At the core of our existence is the intriguing idea of life energy. This energy, which is sometimes referred to as prana, chi, or ether, is an unseen link that harmoniously dances between our body, mind, and soul. An image of the human person as a microcosm of the world, where every action and idea resonates in this enormous network of energies, is suggested by the esoteric concept of this energy. Known for his contributions to Hermetic, Franz Bardon gives us a profound understanding of how this essential force connects our spiritual and bodily selves. He warns us that we become aimless, like leaves in the wind, if we are unable to control this movement. Our bodies are animated by vital energy, which also gives our hearts emotion and our thoughts purpose. Our comprehension of what it is to live completely and genuinely is expanded by this viewpoint. Every breath and heartbeat seems to be intricately woven into this delicate flow, and realizing this offers us a fresh perspective and feeling of direction. The whole cosmos is filled with this energy, which 𝖔 explains as a magnetic fluid that can be diverted at whim. I find this concept fascinating since it implies that we are stronger than we think. With consciousness and purpose, each of us may influence reality. When we think of this energy as a river, we see something that runs naturally, but that we can manipulate with knowledge and skill to nourish the aspects of our life that we want to see flourish. When I reflect on my own experiences, I see that the times when I feel this energy flowing freely and abundantly, giving inspiration and calm, are the times when I am most in tune with myself. Everything seems to work out just so at these moments, as if the cosmos is working in my favor. This insight makes me see difficulties as chances to reroute this life energy in other ways, rather than as barriers. Investigating this relationship between ideas, deeds, and feelings with energy flow is a call to live intentionally. This awareness entails seeing that energy is a component of our own being, rather than something outside of us. When we align ourselves with this flow, energy control virtually becomes a part of who we are. We get the impression from this unfolding that we are actively creating the world rather than just responding to it. Conscious purpose and committed practice are the keys to this control, according to Rosicrucians, Kabbalistic studies, and other esoteric traditions. Exploring these traditions allows us to reconnect with the old knowledge that has always been within our reach, in addition to learning ancient ideologies. The concept that we are all a part of a larger whole, where every thought and deed has the capacity to affect the cosmos, has a deep beauty and truth to it. This all-encompassing perspective inspires us to be more accountable and purposeful, not only for our own lives but also for the community and the wider globe. We open the door for a larger flow of uplifting, life-changing energy when we show the cosmos our respect and compassion. This path of self-discovery never ends, and every action made contributes significantly to humanity's overall progress. By expressing these thoughts here, I believe that we are all involved in a continuous process of learning and revelation, where the force of life energy gradually unlocks the mystery of life. In addition to lighting our own road, we also illuminate the route for those who follow us by comprehending and using this river of energy that runs through us, ushering in a new age of peace and spiritual understanding. Investigating how a deeper and more fulfilling feeling of life might result from an understanding of vital energy has an inherent allure. It is really powerful to be completely present and to know that every kind deed and happy thinking results in a wave of positive change. In daily life, this awareness shows itself as little actions that take on more significance and intensity, such as a sincere smile for a complete stranger, a supportive remark for a friend, or a peaceful moment in the middle of the outdoors. By intentionally directing this essential energy via these behaviors, we may have an influence that is bigger than the sum of our parts. It's similar like tossing a stone into a calm lake and seeing the ripples spread out in unknown directions, influencing lives in ways we could never completely comprehend. According to this uniting force that binds us to everything and everyone, even little adjustments made on a personal level may have a profound impact on our reality and increase compassion and kindness worldwide. We also learn from these experiences that the vulnerability of exposing our hearts to the energy of the cosmos is where genuine power resides. On the path to mastering life energy, this act of trust and surrender is essential. I've discovered in my personal quest for peace and authenticity that every instance of surrender strengthens our bond with this cosmic energy and gives us new perspectives and a more distinct picture of our course. In addition to enhancing our own lives, these epiphanies serve as a living example for others, encouraging them to discover their own inner powers. Techniques like mindfulness, breathwork, and meditation are good methods to access this higher energy. Instead of getting sidetracked by the constant cacophony of the outer world, they educate us to pay attention to the inner voice of our intuition. We may really access and turn our intentions into reality when we are in this condition of concentrated presence. The discovery that we always have the ability to influence our lives is among the most amazing parts of this investigation. We are just momentarily oblivious of our direct access to this plentiful supply of energy. We are never taken off course. Recalling this fact instills a fresh feeling of accountability and boundless possibilities. As we learn more about this, we are reminded that life energy is a force that should be respected and appreciated, in addition to being a power that may be investigated or controlled. As we realize how important this energy is to maintaining everything around us, it teaches us humility. And by using this inner knowledge, each of us not only feeds our own spiritual development, but also the unseen thread that unites all people. The conversation between the inner self and the great universe on this continuous voyage is a never-ending invitation to develop in love and awareness. We transform from being just people traversing time and space to co-creators of the very essence of existence with every deliberate breath and mindful action. This knowledge serves as our compass, directing us throughout uncertain times and motivating us to always pursue a closer relationship with the infinite. As a result, our investigation turns into a celebration of all living forms and the life force that gives us life and connects us to everything that exists, has been, and will exist. We start to understand that every instant becomes a chance to further align ourselves with the global flow as a result of this continuity in the investigation of vital energy. This energetic dance invites us to embrace an attitude of appreciation and acknowledgement for everything that we give and receive along our journey. By encouraging other souls to join this dance of change, this mindful practice simultaneously produces a pleasant resonance that affects not only our lives, but also the surroundings. Knowing this dynamic force gives us a roadmap for how to place oneself in the environment and handle difficulties calmly and wisely. Like water that conforms to the curves of its path without losing its core, vital energy teaches us to be adaptive and flexible. This prompts me to consider the times in my life when I have grown the most, when I have confronted obstacles and been able to adapt and learn from them, demonstrating an inner strength I never thought I had. This idea that the universe and our inner selves are interdependent also helps us comprehend the connections and interactions we build on a deeper level. We become more conscious of the motivations behind our words and deeds when we realize that the energy we release has the ability to influence other people. This degree of awareness is essential for fostering wholesome partnerships and establishing environments of empathy and respect for one another. Many people experience this realization as an awakening, a reminder that we have always had the capacity and authority to co-create our own reality. Knowing that we are the creators of our own fate and that our awareness and alignment with life's essential energy may significantly impact our quality of life is a freeing realization. The fact that humans are always looking for deeper connections between our inner selves and the outside world is evidence of our tenacity and inventiveness. This natural need for learning and development drives us to look for more profound relationships that take us beyond the everyday and up to the spiritual, the holy. Constantly cultivating this energy awareness weaves a golden thread across every aspect of our lives. Every experience adds to a more thorough comprehension of our soul's mission on this plane and is a piece of the vast mosaic of our existence. This faith in the spirit that leads us gives us the power and bravery to go, even when things are unclear and the road seems unclear. Ultimately, this quest to comprehend vital energy encourages us to live more purposefully and genuinely. Every one of us is a spark of the enormous cosmos, unique but a part of something immeasurably bigger, as we never forget. Since this energy is both our source and our goal, we are able to travel with a lighter and more open heart as a result of our spiritual awakening. As we commit to celebrating this vibrant lifetime dance, the journey continues, full of surprises and marvels. As a result, we keep on creating this exquisite tapestry of life, one step at a time, with every one of us contributing to the grand and timeless story of life. Immersed in this intriguing chapter on the harmony of our basic parts, it is evident that energy regulation depends on the body, mind, and spirit being in harmony. This integration has been regarded as the secret to a complete and meaningful life from the beginning of time. Aleister Crowley's quest for this equilibrium in Magic Without Tears leads us to consider the significance of every aspect of who we are. He emphasizes that genuine magic results from the equilibrium between these elements, where a strong will ignites this balance and serves as the impetus that molds our world. By harmonizing our goals and wants, we may manipulate vital energy and become aware that we are the builders of our own future according to this vision. The body, which is regarded as our holy temple, has to be taken care of in order to maintain the healthy flow of this essential energy. Our physical well-being is supported by pillars such as frequent activity, mindful breathing, and proper diet. In reality, we are feeding our vital energy when we commit to caring for our bodies. This commitment to bodily well-being reflects our respect for life and the universe and goes beyond simple outward care. Exercise, no matter how basic, has always provided me with a profound feeling of energy and earthy connection along the road. This attention manifests as a discernible shift in energy that affects not only the physical body, but also the mind and soul. Turning our attention to the mind, we see the significance of goals and ideas that directly affect our energy field, just like vibrations do. Our experiences may be changed by our mind, which serves as the lens through which we see the outside world. We may create a vibratory field that encourages harmony and draw in things that resonate with these frequencies by being conscious of our objectives and developing clear, optimistic thoughts. I have always believed that this discipline of keeping an eye on and developing the mind is essential. This is especially evident in the times when we can alter our thoughts to cause a noticeable change in the outside world, which may sometimes seem almost miraculous. There is a great deal of thought about the spirit's perception as the most subtly potent source of our vitality. We recognize the real self and comprehend our relationship to the entire from this core. A calm and clear mood, as well as a feeling of purpose that goes beyond the material world, are the results of this spiritual attunement. When the spirit is in balance, the whole person shines, and everything in our lives comes together to bring us into a level of grace and higher consciousness. I've always been driven by a strong desire to establish this spiritual connection, and I've had transcendental experiences via techniques like meditation that go beyond the bounds of daily existence. We see how these old traditions provide a blueprint to reconcile ourselves when we give ourselves up to activities like Qigong, which precisely incorporates these notions. With its origins in Chinese culture, Qigong teaches us the delicate skill of working with Qi, the heavenly force that pervades everything and is known as the breath of life. By connecting with this power via mindful breathing and gentle movements, we may maximize mental clarity, support physical health, and aid in the development of the spirit. A real metamorphosis occurs when we incorporate these lessons into our daily lives, bringing us to a previously unheard of level of harmony. This tradition's understanding of Chai as a force that directly links us to the universe serves as a potent reminder that we are more than just separate beings. Because of this understanding, we value life's energy and design our lives to coexist peacefully with the cosmos. By developing this equilibrium, we transform into antennae that absorb and send this essential energy that binds the cosmos together. Knowing that every breath serves as a practice for the infinite, and that, when in harmony, our bodies, thoughts, and spirits produce a symphony of life that reverberates across the everlasting universe, motivates us to live life to the fullest. As we go further into this comprehension, we see that the harmony of body, mind, and spirit serves as a continual invitation to engage in self-awareness and self-discovery. We learn to examine inside during this inner journey, seeing any imbalances that could be influencing our energy and figuring out how to bring it back into balance. This balancing process is a dynamic dance that requires awareness and attention at every stage of our life, rather than a goal. Regularly strengthening the body not only energizes our life energy, but also helps us stay grounded in the here and now. When exercise and healthy eating are coupled, one has more energy and is better prepared to take on everyday obstacles. We may connect with the present by focusing on our breathing, which lowers stress and improves our feeling of direction and clarity. Through increased vigor and resistance, this practice changes the way we engage with the outside environment. Loving attentiveness is required for the mind, that wide expanse of potentials and traps. It's crucial to provide our minds healthy food and to give ourselves time for introspection and quiet. One of the most effective ways to achieve energy balance is to identify thinking patterns that restrict us and swap them out with narratives that empower us. Regularly setting aside time for mindfulness or meditation has, in my experience, been essential for preserving mental calm and creating room for new ideas and insights. In turn, the spirit extends an invitation to a close connection with the divine, in whatever manner this divine manifests itself for each individual. Developing a connection with something more than ourselves is what it means to be spiritual, not adopting a particular religion. By reminding us that we are a part of an endless, interwoven story, This spiritual connection gives us a feeling of purpose and direction that goes beyond the difficulties of daily life. Vital energy may be more easily mastered via practices like Qigong, which emphasize that anybody can access this universal power regardless of background or beliefs. By incorporating its tenets into our everyday lives, we cultivate the capacity to control our qi flow and align it with our physical, mental, and spiritual demands. Regular practice fosters a greater sense of self-awareness by demonstrating how little changes may have a big effect on our general well-being. It's crucial to keep in mind that every person's path is different as we examine these ideas of harmony and balance. There isn't a formula that works for everyone. What counts is each person's readiness to try new things and modify methods that fit their own journey. In addition to being the explorers and healers of our energy field, this dedication to our own development allows us to completely embody the life we choose to create. Thus, as we proceed with our investigation, we consent to its transformation. Every day turns into a chance to develop this inner balance and use the balanced energy we exude to change the world. Understanding that balance not only helps us personally, but also advances the welfare of society as a whole, we find purpose in our relationships and authenticity in our path. Being in harmony with our body, mind, and spirit is a radical act that will firmly ground us and enable us to make good changes in both our own and other people's lives. As time passes, reflection reveals a greater comprehension of the cyclical dance between these fundamental facets of who we are. Every person finds their own unique recipe through trial and attention, making the experience of being in balance both an art and a science. By converting the aspects of our everyday lives into chances for education and development, this approach pushes us to become alchemists of our own lives. Respecting the body teaches us to appreciate the cues it gives us. Minor aches or pains may indicate imbalances or a disconnection between the spiritual and bodily realms. Paying close attention to body language helps us make better choices that reflect who we really are. It also teaches us to celebrate our potential, respect our boundaries, and be nice to ourselves. This regard for physicality is an act of reverence for the temple that houses our soul as well as self-care. In a similar vein, developing the mind helps us better appreciate its capacity for creativity, as well as our own role in influencing our ideas. As we tend to the seeds we plant, the mind is like a garden that grows. Learning that ideas are only fleeting clouds that we may choose to notice or change rather than unchangeable reality was, in my opinion, essential. This view gives us the ability to write a life story that is full of opportunities and self-love. In turn, the spiritual quest creates a place for integration and connection. In the enormous mystery of the world, spiritual practice, which may take on many forms, invites us to lose ourselves and then rediscover ourselves again. She reminds us that there is always an inner spark of insight that may light our path, even in the face of outside pressures and diversions. Our perception of ourselves and our place in the cosmic fabric is deepened by this spiritual link, which is dynamic and changes as we do. Qigong and other holistic practices serve as a guide that provides useful insight to balance these elements on a daily basis. Qigong invites us to become more aware of our breathing and movement, while teaching us the importance of simplicity and gentle discipline. Every session offers the chance to realign and reestablish energy, resulting in a flow that balances and fortifies us. A passionate acceptance of our human predicament comes as a result of this balanced journey. We recognize and embrace life's accomplishments and failures, its perfectibility and imperfection. We may live intentionally, alert, and in tune with the cosmic dance around us when we welcome ambiguity. This acceptance keeps us going when we encounter difficulties, serving as a reminder that balance is both a means and an end in itself. As a result, we find ourselves in a deeper and deeper connection with the world and ourselves as we continue on this path of harmony. We now see life as a flow of related experiences, following the inherent rhythm of life, rather than as a collection of unrelated incidents. In addition to bringing about personal happiness and serenity, This internal harmony also helps to co-create a more caring and balanced environment. Qi, the life force, is said to be the unseen stream that gives the universe life. It is an energy that not only propels the body, but also maintains the intellect and enhances the spirit's essence. Qi is the expression of the balancing of yin and yang, the complementary energies at the core of Qigong. The energy support that pervades the universe is created by this interplay of opposites, providing us with a comprehensive understanding of the need of perpetual balance and universal interconnectedness. The fact that this force is not only an abstract idea, but has genuine connections to the biological processes that sustain our existence, is fascinating. Qi, which is essential to health and vitality, creates a complicated weave within the body as it moves along meridians. This metaphor provides strong clarity when we consider meridians to be rivers. The essential energy must flow through our bodies unhindered, just as a river's waters follow their course to replenish the ground. Blockages in the flow, whether mental, emotional, or physical, may cause discord and open the door to a variety of illnesses and ailments. This point of view emphasizes the significance of caring for both our physical bodies and the energy field that envelops us. As a practice of healing and balance, Qigong's significance in our contemporary lives is even more apparent. More than just a set of exercises, Qigong is a discipline that develops the skill of maintaining the flow of Qi by clearing our internal rivers. By doing this, we provide ourselves with a tool that will support our emotional and mental health in addition to maintaining our physical health. Regular Qigong practice serves as a profound kind of self-care, helping to alleviate energy trauma and fostering an internal equilibrium that permeates every aspect of our lives. We discover via this practice that Qi serves as a link between the transcendent and the material world. The vital energy leads us to spiritual awareness as it binds us to the universe. It's amazing how we may get new insights that improve our comprehension of who we are and where we fit in the universe by dimming our perspective and connecting with Qi. In addition to being inspirational, this cosmic connection often transforms. He guides us on a journey of self-discovery and inspires us to rise beyond the ego's confines, revealing a more harmonious and integrated state of being. As we learn more about the harmonization of Qi, we see how important it is to incorporate this understanding into our everyday lives. By encouraging us to seek inside and develop our own energy, this leads us to a deeper level of presence and attention, rather than restricting us to looking for outside answers to the problems we confront. As a result, Qigong becomes more than just a physical workout. It's an energy dance that helps us connect with the high vibrations of nature and remember our lower frequency. A more robust health and a life full of meaning and purpose are indicators of the significance of Qi's balance and harmonic flow. According to this understanding of vital energy, genuine health and well-being transcend the physical realm. They include spiritual growth, emotional equilibrium, and mental clarity. We developed a whole state of harmony that permeates our lives as a result of this voyage, where we learn to value and appreciate our own energies. More than just the alignment of internal energies, the awareness of Qi and its harmonization is a respect for the fundamental wonder of existence. It is the reminder that we are a part of an everlasting energy cycle that is immeasurably bigger than ourselves, and that we are welcome to follow it. Every day becomes a chance to develop inner calm and externalize the oneness of body, mind, and spirit when we live in harmony with this energy flow. This helps to advance not only our personal spiritual awakening, but also the general blossoming of human awareness. We get a better knowledge of how this essential energy both maintains and changes our daily experience via the spiritual journey of Qi. We develop a feeling of balance and connection via Qigong and other energy disciplines that goes beyond the physical realm and aligns us with the universe. This cosmic connection is a gift that awakens a feeling of global belonging in addition to individual awareness. Working with Qi helps us become more receptive and fluent, enabling us to navigate life's challenges with grace. We become aware that our existence is in tune with the universe's pulse during practice sessions when we are immersed in the flow of Qi. True health, as taught by these disciplines, is a state of integration in which the body, mind, and spirit are all perfectly in tune with one another. This results in a condition of balance and inner calm that permeates every aspect of our lives, making us pure conduits for the unrestricted flow of energy. Our everyday encounters and how we handle obstacles are how we interpret the influence. Unbalanced moments can provide significant chances for growth and realignment. We have the chance to delve into the most profound facets of our feelings and ideas when we experience the flow of 𖤔Chosen. This encourages us to engage in introspection so that we may pinpoint the areas that need tender care and change. By compassionately accepting these obstacles, which are often indicators of our suppressed or neglected qualities, we allow the flow of energy to be released. My journey as a Qigong practitioner has been one of constant discovery. I sense a vitality elixir coursing through me with every breath and movement, releasing pent-up tensions and creating space for an incredible calm. This awakening is a sequence of realizations that come to me as I develop in my practice, rather than a single event. It constantly rewrites how I see the world and where I fit into it, almost like a living poem. Qi is more than simply life force. It is a perpetual dance between the universe's macrocosm and our own microcosm. We discover solutions and rules that go beyond common sense when we are in harmony with this flow. We have come to believe in an innate knowledge that protects and leads us. Synchronicity becomes a constant in this condition of complete present, giving life new meanings and equipping us to accept the unexpected with compassion and grace. Last but not least, comprehending and collaborating with Qi allows us to co-create our own universe. We are more conscious of how our ideas, deeds, and intentions affect our energy field and the environment we live in. Frequent practice not only changes who we are on the inside, but it also increases our capacity to have a beneficial impact on others. Deep down, every one of us has the ability and duty to support this essential energy flow, helping to advance mankind as a whole. We learn to rely on the invisible energy that animates the cosmos and flows with it via Qi's rich narrative and life story. We have a profound feeling of serenity, unwavering confidence, and a sense of togetherness that surpasses our particular distinctions because of this practice and knowledge. We discover not just health and harmony at the heart of Qi flow, but also a clear picture of who we are and our place in the big picture of life. Because we are a part of this complex living fabric, this viewpoint encourages us to develop profound thankfulness and to welcome every moment with fresh awareness. When we recognize our place on this enormous cosmic stage, we perceive every encounter, every idea, and every feeling as a vital component that adds to the whole's beauty and completeness. This spiritual interpretation of Qi changes the way we deal with day-to-day difficulties by enabling us to see them as chances for personal development and progress rather than as impediments. When we see the world through the lens of Qi, we realize that genuine riches is in the rich tapestry of experiences we foster and share with others, not in the accumulation of material possessions. In moments of genuine compassion and connection, it is the energy that flows between us. Enhancing the flow of Qi in our life elevates the vibrations of those around us, in addition to enriching our own being. The spiritual perspective of life is based on the concepts of interconnection and energy mobility. A deeper comprehension of the skill of being present is essential if we are to sustain this mindful practice. Life comes in cycles of constant movement and change, and Qi helps us navigate these shifts by reminding us to welcome both the calm of stability and the wind of change. By strengthening our resilience and reminding us of our energy core, daily and committed practice enables us to weather life's storms with poise and calm. Have you ever stopped to wonder why, despite all your achievements, it feels like something essential is still missing? My name is Gabriel, and I've helped countless people like you discover the true spiritual power that resides within them. And today, I want to help you. If you feel like life is passing by while something important remains out of place, maybe it's time for an awakening. My audiobook, The Path of the Chosen, was created precisely for those who have reached this point, In this audiobook, I guide you to feel that enthusiasm for living in alignment with what truly matters, knowing that every step has meaning. Together, we'll transform your fears, traumas, and frustrations into powerful strengths that propel you to a new level of growth. Leave behind the feeling of spiritual isolation and find the peace of a true, constant connection with a greater energy that has always been by your side. Instead of fighting against what you feel, you'll learn to find purpose, serenity, and self-discovery to fill your inner world. This could be the beginning of a fuller, more meaningful life. I've seen it happen for so many others, and now it's your turn. Don't let this opportunity slip by. Click on the link pinned in the first comment and begin this journey with the path of the chosen. This is your chance to fill what's missing and finally live the life you deserve. I'll be waiting for you there. Consider these problems. The realization of Q's actual nature motivates us to live in a way that is spiritual in and of itself. One approach to acknowledge this potent energy flow is to wake up every day with the aim of nourishing the intellect, developing the soul, and harmonizing the body. This not only makes life richer and more meaningful, but it also positions us as stewards of ancient wisdom that upholds the sacred interdependence of all living things. It is important to remember that by passing on this knowledge to the next generation, we are planting the seeds for a world where energy balance and harmony will rule. We promote a new age of enlightened awareness in which every individual may access and develop his inner energy flow by teaching people about the significance of Qi and conscious practice. As a result, we actively work together to leave a legacy of spiritual vision and peace for all of mankind. This last thought serves as a reminder that Q's path is never-ending. It challenges us to always learn more, to delve deeper into the enigma, and to broaden the scope of our multifaceted existence. By doing this, we contribute to the vast tapestry of life in all its richness and completeness, in addition to influencing our own existence. This is the actual power of the harmony of Qi, a global energy that can change not just people and communities, but the planet itself if it is nurtured and comprehended. In the realm of the occult, the mind is a fascinating and powerful instrument that is frequently referred to as an extraordinarily efficient energy conductor. Our comprehension and control of internal energies are fundamental to our capacity to guide and mold energy. Franz Barden's teachings revolve on this idea, particularly in his book, Initiation to Hermeticism, where he clarifies the significance of having a trained mind as a precondition for any energy management. These concepts strike a deep chord, demonstrating how the mind functions as a magnet that forms universal energy via our goals and thoughts, in addition to drawing it in. This mental control process makes self-discipline and introspection necessary. Understanding that the human mind is prone to self-distraction by nature sets us on a road to self-awareness, where mental clarity becomes crucial. Many people may find this to be a major obstacle, yet it is exactly this obstacle that holds the key to change. Since any emotional or mental noise may quickly divert the energy flow we want to direct toward our objectives, focus and mental purification are crucial. Building a strong foundation for our engagement with outside energy is accomplished by practicing mental clarity and attention. Realizing that we must first overcome the internal in order to affect the external is an intriguing conundrum. According to Barden, energy regulation is still unattainable without this domain. We are invited to go on a path of mindful observation and involvement in our own mental processes by this discipline. I have personally seen the beneficial effects of meditation and other full care techniques on the state of my mind as an energy conductor. As we develop the capacity to more precisely guide our objectives, we become aware that the outcomes show up in our relationships and surroundings, in addition to our own lives. The world around us is affected by the ripple effects of our personal metamorphosis. Recognize that the mind is an interface between the conscious and unconscious, the visible and unseen, and it is more than just an instrument for processing information. We discover that what formerly seemed unattainable now becomes feasible as we become better at keeping a clear, concentrated mind. This not only increases our self-confidence in our innate abilities, but also broadens our perspective on what is achievable when the mind and energy are in balance. There is also a great deal of responsibility involved in having the ability to influence energy via thoughts and feelings. We may have beneficial impacts, but if we are not attentive, we can also lead to imbalance. This knowledge highlights the need of manipulating energy in an ethical and thoughtful manner. As our awareness grows, we are prompted to consider our deeds and goals, developing a feeling of accountability and presence in everything that we do. As a conductor of energy, the mind is not a singular idea. Rather, it is a component of a broader spectrum that encompasses our spiritual and individual development. Along the way, we are keeping in mind that every phase of self-reflection and self-control presents a chance to better connect with our mission. We may gain inner knowledge and become more conscious of how we affect and are affected by the energies around us by engaging in this ongoing exercise. As we learn more about the mind's function in energy regulation, we discover that it's an ongoing process that gets better with time and experience. We may reach new heights of awareness and proficiency by developing a healthy connection with our mind, which is a powerful ally. In order to navigate life's obstacles with more peace and purpose, we set out on a self-discovery adventure that teaches us to flow with the currents of universal energy. This knowledge not only improves our individual lives, but also enables us to make more meaningful contributions to the welfare of the group as a whole. We discover the core of our creative nature when we act on the idea that the mind is a conductor of energy. Through the nuances of our intents and ideas, we are continuously co-creating our realities. We may create constructive experiences that we can really see in our everyday lives by bringing our minds into harmony. This gives us a sense of empowerment by serving as a reminder that we really have the capacity to shape the things we attract and create. Every well-crafted idea may be seen as a building block in the creation of our own universe, reflecting our innermost thoughts and feelings. It is essential that we develop habits that support and maintain the mind's optimal functioning when we see it as this potent instrument. For instance, practicing complete attention enables us to monitor the constant stream of ideas and distinguish between those that advance our objectives and those that hinder them. We may consciously and purposefully alter the energy flow in our life by improving our capacity to pick what we want to concentrate on. Although difficult, this process is transforming and demonstrates the unseen ability of self-discipline to direct our existential path. There is a profoundly spiritual connection between mind and global energy. Our intuition and capacity to accept guidance, which often manifest as synchronicities, are enhanced when we connect ourselves inwardly, making us more sensitive to the universe's subtle vibrations. When we allow ourselves to be more sensitive, life takes on a new perspective. This indicates that we are more able to enter states of flow, when our activities and the surroundings become harmoniously intertwined, in addition to being more aware of possibilities. Gaining an understanding of this function of the mind involves more than simply honing one's own abilities. It involves exploring deeper facets of reality where everything is interrelated. We are really discovering inner areas that link us to global knowledge by mastering our mental rule. This gives us a stronger feeling of purpose and confirms the idea that we are in a never-ending cosmic dance in which the cosmos amplifies and cycles back to us what we put into it. As a consequence, we have a feedback mechanism that continuously directs our evolutionary path. A journey into the depths of our being, where latent and shadow potentialities also exist and need our caring attention, is, in a sense, the path to a fully aware mind. It takes bravery to confront aspects of ourselves that we may have overlooked while working with the intellect. By doing this, we free ourselves from self-imposed constraints and create space for the return of our genuine selves. In addition to being a personal metamorphosis, this has the capacity to have a constructive impact on others by generating an energy field that exudes clarity and tranquility. This change takes time and demands patience as well as self-compassion. It is an ongoing commitment. As we develop this improved mental state, we come to understand that energy management involves working with the forces that are already inside us rather than imposing them. On a large platform, we transform into dancers, flowing gracefully and fluidly to the tune of a worldwide symphony. When attained, this condition of being transcends words and turns into a tangible experience in which the body, mind, and spirit are all in perfect harmony. We discover that living fully and in harmony with our higher self is ultimately what it means to really master the mind as a conductor of energy when we reach this realm of deep insight and connectivity. This pushes and motivates us to keep investigating with awe and wonder in order to discover the enormous potential that both surrounds and resides within us. As a result, we travel a route that not only broadens our own consciences, but also helps to elevate this exquisite and intricate fabric of life that we all share. The quest to comprehend the mind as an energy source also prompts us to consider the profound links that exist between all living things and the cosmos. We learn to identify vibratory patterns in our surroundings and align our goals with the organic flows around us as we become more adept at balancing and directing our internal energy. This knowledge encourages us to live more socially and ecologically conscious lives, which will benefit not only our own development, but also the welfare of the whole community. We are encouraged to behave and think with more responsibility and conscience when we are in tune with this reality. Our everyday decisions take on new significance when we realize that we are a part of a larger, linked totality. Every choice we make might have ripple effects that affect other people in ways we might not be able to perceive right away. This shows us that having actual mental mastery offers us the chance to maintain peace among all people, not only to further our personal development or well-being. We are encouraged by these activities to develop a spiritual connection with every element of our surroundings. We may enhance and nurture the energy around us by practicing daily acts of appreciation, participating in group meditation, or just being joyful and kind in our actions. We may see small changes in the world around us when we behave with this conscious intention. Relationships become more meaningful and profound, and difficulties are viewed from fresh angles that help us grow and learn. Barden's viewpoint equips us to consider every idea as a potentiality seed that has the capacity to grow into concrete realities. This understanding is not only theoretical, it is a practical application that we can see in the influence that our mental state has on our emotional, physical, and spiritual development. By taking deliberate charge of where we direct our attention and energy, we are reminded of our own capacity for self-transformation and the uniquely human potential to influence our own fate. This procedure also has a lovely contradiction. We become more aware of the value of surrender as we develop our command over our thoughts and energies. Surrender is a condition of faith that is in harmony with life's organic flow, not a state of giving up. It may be very freeing to acknowledge that sometimes we should let the global currents carry us away despite our best efforts and intentions. We learn the skill of patience and humility from this surrender, two traits that are crucial on the spiritual journey. These impressions serve as a reminder that practice is essential. The mind is similar to a garden that needs constant tending, pruning, and feeding in order to thrive. This comparison compares planting a new seed or watering an existing one that has started to grow to every spiritual practice, deed of kindness, and moment of self-awareness. And with time and careful cultivation, our whole potential is abundantly manifested, and a fruitful ground of expanding awareness is created. We learn that the greatest accomplishments often occur when we least expect them, as a gift from the universe in response to our commitment and sincerity, when we embrace this path of self-discovery and close connection with the cosmos. Achieving objectives is just one aspect of the process. Another is how the learning and travel themselves mold us into more whole, moral, and purpose-aligned human beings. We so open our hearts and minds to the vast possibilities that the universe has to offer as we continue to study the mind's limitless potential as a master of energy management, knowing that every step we take makes the world more aware and interconnected.